What's up guys, it's DJ back with another video. In today's video, you're gonna see some really cool Japanese cards. We actually got Jesse to showcase some of the cards that he just bought recently. He's gonna go through each of these cards. He's gonna go through the condition. If you guys like this kind of content and you wanna see more of it, hit the like button. Let us know in the comment section so we can organize more videos like this. If you don't know who Jesse is, I made a video recently of his return. He's a full-time Pokemon card seller in Japan, so it's really nice to have him on, and maybe we'll do some more regular videos like this too. So let us know in the comment section, and if you haven't already, enter my booster box giveaway. It is a Battle Styles booster box. I'll give that away at 2,000 subscribers, so get subscribing, tell your friends and whatever, and yeah, let's fly to Japan and let Jesse do his thing.
Cool, thanks for that, DJ. All right, so as he mentioned at the start, I'm going to be going through some hauls that I get from Japan from now on. Might help to get my hands in the camera. So basically, I'm going to go through the cards that I get. I'm going to try to give them a grade, basically PSA grade. What I think they will grade if I were to send them away, and I'm going to talk about the values of them, how much I think I can get for them if I were to sell them. I'm not going to so much talk about how much I pay for them. I just feel kind of uncomfortable doing that, but we're going to get right into this. I'm going to leave some big hitters, just a sneak peek, some big hitters aside just for now, and then we will get into the big hitters right at the end, well, towards the end of the video. So let's start off with a Neo Umbreon. Neo Genesis, Neo Destiny, I can't remember. I think it might be Neo, one of the Neo packs, all right? So let's get into this. So we have a Neo Umbreon here. Very, very beautiful card. This card has been going up a lot in price in the last few months. I remember, I can talk about what I used to pay for them. I remember I used to pick these up for about, I would say, 15 Australian dollars in near mint to mint condition, going back 2 or 3 months. I cannot pick them up for that cheap anymore. This one here is, it's close to near mint, I would say. There is a little bit of damage at the bottom here, as you can see. Bit of a scratch down the center there. The front looks very clean. If I were to give this a grade, I'd probably say a PSA 7 just due to that damage down the bottom there. Very nice card nonetheless. Another one here. I think this is in similar sort of condition, maybe a little bit worse. So there's a little bit more whitening on that bottom edge there. And there is, no, that's pretty clean besides that. Front looks very clean. I would say the same on this, a PSA 7. Let's put that aside. And then we have a Espeon, a Neo Espeon here. Let's have a look at this. I think this one is fairly clean. Yeah, this one's fairly clean. I would go as high as a PSA, let's look at the front here. I'd go as high as a PSA 9 on this one. Potentially a PSA 9. There is a few scratches on the back, but it's nothing major, as you might be able to see from that glare. It's nothing major though. It's a very nice card. Let's put that aside. I used to be able to pick these up for like similar sort of price, $15 Australian a few months ago. Can't get them for that much anymore. One of my favorite all-time cards is the T17 Typhlosion. I would say this is in fairly good condition. There is a bit of damage in the center there, not too much. The front is very nice swirl down the bottom here, very nice swirl actually. These I believe are going to go up a lot in price this year. Look, I'm not going to say 100%, nothing's ever set in stone. There's a big print line down the center there actually, I can see now. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, quite hard to get in the camera, but you might be able to see it from that angle there. Excuse me, there's a lot of pollen in the air in Japan. I think this, the T17 Japanese is going to rocket in price very, very soon, eventually, I would say. It's very cheap at the moment. I can still pick these up very frequently for about $20 Australian. Yeah, it's insane in near mint condition. It's insane how cheap these are right now. Definitely, if you can get your hands on these, the Japanese version, in good condition for a good price, I would definitely try to get your hands on them, because the Lugia has rocketed in price in the last month. The Japanese Neo Lugia has really rocketed in price. We have a Team Rockets Mewtwo, or Rockets Mewtwo, however you want to say it. Very, very nice. Has a nice swirl there. I don't think this is in perfect condition. There's a bit of whitening up the top there, as you can see. There's a strange, you might be able to see it, strange crease sort of thing going on there. There you go. You could be, you might be able to see that going on there. I'm not sure if it's like that from factory or if it's binder crease or something. I would say a strong PSA 7 on that one. Very nice. And we have a Fossil Dragonite, of course. Who does not love the Fossil Dragonite? This card has really, really rocketed in price in the last, I would say, the last 2 months. The Japanese Fossil Dragonite has really, really started to go up in price, especially in the mint condition. This card is very nice. A little bit of whitening there. A little bit of whitening there. Not perfect, but it is nice. I would say, looking at this, probably a PSA 7 to 8, potentially an 8, depending. Yeah, I would say that's a strong 8. Put that aside. We'll do that next. I was out of order, my bad. This one has a gorgeous swirl on it. Another Fossil Dragonite. Absolutely stunning swirl on that one. These Fossil Dragonites, I have a PSA 9 OC grade. You might have seen it in the previous video that I did with DJ. For some reason, these Fossil Dragonites, the Japanese ones, really have gorgeous swirls on them a lot of the time. Very, very stunning swirl. There's a little bit of damage down the bottom here, as you can probably tell. The back is quite nice. Nothing standoutishly bad on the back. So I would say that could be a 9. Very, very close to a 9. Very nice card. Get into some Dark Dragonites here. I don't want this video to go for too long, so I'll start moving along faster. If my microphone or the voice pickup is quite strange, it's because I'm using my iPhone 11, and when you're recording like this, the pickup is very strange sometimes. But this one's very nice. A little bit of damage down the bottom there. Dark Dragonite, absolutely gorgeous. Can still pick these up fairly cheap. I would say that's a strong PSA 8. Another Dark Dragonite here. No swell on that one. Doesn't look like there's any sort of damage on this one. This is very, very clean. Few kind of dirt spots on the back, but I'd say that's a contender for a PSA 10. That is a very clean card there. Another Dark Dragonite, so the Dragonite fanboys, eat your heart out. This one's a very, very clean card. Very, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Another really strong contender for a 10. Yes, another Dark Dragonite. I just picked these up at a random card store. There was a whole bunch of them, so I bought basically every single one. Very, very clean. Once again, another strong contender for a 10 right there. Now we have a Light Dragonite here. Yasashi Kaiyu. That's the Japanese name. Yasashi, I guess, kind of translates to light. Not really, sort of. Bright, more like it. Bit damaged. I got this for a very good price though, so I'm not complaining. I would say that's a PSA 6 to 7 there. We have a Mewtwo here, base Mewtwo. These cards, once again, base Mewtwo Japanese has really, really rocketed in the last few months. Really gone up in price. Cannot find them for a very good price anymore, especially in good condition. Bit of damage up the top here, as you can probably tell. I don't know, it's quite hard to see on camera. There we go, look at that. Bit of damage up the top there, bit of damage down the bottom here, as you can see. I would say that's a PSA 7 contender though. Alakazam. Once again, Alakazam has really rocketed in price. This one's a little bit off center, quite a nice card nonetheless. Has a bit of damage. I don't know if the light picks that up. You see that hollow bleed coming through there, or like the hollow peel, a little bit of damage, but definitely a strong PSA 8 contender there. Another one here. Once again, this one sadly has some hollow damage, some hollow peel coming through. The back is quite nice, so with some scratches and smudging, but I would say it's probably a 7. Dark Raichu here is very, very interesting because in Japanese they actually have a white star. They don't have the black star like they do in English. It's still a secret rare, so it is a secret rare, but they just, for some reason in Japanese they gave it a white star. And this one's actually quite clean. Some scratches and smudging on the back, but nothing too bad. I would say that's a PSA 8 contender. But this card here in Japan is actually quite expensive and actually fairly in demand. People really, really like it here. The white star is super cool. It's still a secret rare, as I said, but nonetheless, it's awesome. We have an English Lapras. Look at that, English for a change. Pretty damn scratched on the front, as you can tell. The back is quite clean though, which is interesting. Usually it's the back that is damaged and the front that's pretty good, but it's opposite on this one. I would say probably a PSA 6 just because of how bad the front is. Very nice Porygon here. CD promo. These are becoming scarce as well, and they're going up in price too. I actually just got this today. So most cards you see now I got today as of making this video. Very, very nice. Not perfect, a little bit of damage up the top here, as you can probably tell. I would say is strong. Could be a PSA 9. Could be a PSA 9. I wouldn't be surprised if that came back as a PSA 9. Then we have some Dark Houndooms, once again, very, very clean. These are still relatively cheap in Japan. Quite cheap, actually, just because, I don't know, it's very, very strange with the Houndooms. The Houndooms were extremely cheap a few months ago when I was buying cards a few months ago too. They were extremely cheap. They have gone up in price though, but you can still pick these up on the regular for $10 to $15 Australian in near mint to mint condition, which is absolutely crazy. Both of these are in very good condition. I would say they both have a very strong chance at a 9 to 10. Now we have a Snorlax, which is once again, very nice swirl there. Sorry, I better recenter myself. Very, very gorgeous swirl, as you can see. Wow. Very nice condition, and these are very, very cheap in Japan still. Very cheap. In the West, or like Australia and America, I know that the Japanese Jungle Snorlax is really, really going up in price. I could get $50 to $60 for this card if I were to chuck it on eBay, just as is, maybe more. That's Australian dollars, maybe more, maybe close to $80 to $90. We have an Articuno once again. This here is a very strong chance at a 9. Articuno is another card, a little bit off center here. Articuno is another card that is just really, really starting to rocket in price. This card is absolutely in gorgeous condition. Sadly, the centering will probably stop it from getting that 10, but that's still definitely, that's close to a 9 OC. For those of you who don't know what OC means, it means off center. So that's close to a 9 OC grade. Yeah, that'd be cool in a 9 OC actually. We have a CD promo Snorlax. So not many people know, well, I wouldn't say not many, but not everyone knows that these are actually a thing. Gorgeous swell at the top. But yeah, these are definitely a thing. The Snorlax CD promo, definitely going up in price. Demand is rising. Get your hands on them while you can, while they're still cheap. Very, very nice card. Very high chance at a 9 on this one. There's a few scratches on the back that you can't really see on camera, but that is a gorgeous card. Sorry about that blur, that's my light. Very nice card. And then we have the 2 Sabrina. So these are actually banned cards, so in English. What they mean about banned cards is this card never came to English, and I don't know if you can guess why, but it's probably because she looks like she's putting up the finger in the center there. Not really, she's kind of just clicking the ball, but I guess it does kind of look like she's giving the finger, so I understand why that didn't get released into English, or if it did get released, they got rid of it. I'm not sure with that. All right, so now let's go into the big hitters. This video is going on for a fairly long time, but if you're enjoying this, thank you, and thank you to DJ for allowing me to do this on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him if you want to see more content like this, or more content than he does. I know that he hates people saying subscribe, but you should definitely subscribe to him. He's a good dude. Good. He's a good dude. All right, so let's have a look at this Charizard here. So this is a base set Charizard, Japanese base set Charizard, as you can probably already know. These are absolutely rocketing in price even more. They were so cheap when I first moved to Japan 4 or 5 months ago. You could pick up a near mint to mint base set Japanese Charizard in Japan for 20 to 30 Australian dollars. It was crazy. You're lucky to find one under a mint one. You're lucky to find one under $1,000 Australian these days. Sadly, well, I would say this is near mint, but sadly it does. If you can see there, it does have that hollow peel happening. Other than that, this card is stunning. I just bought this today as I'm making this video. Absolutely gorgeous card. I think it has a little bit of a white spot here, which you can't really see on camera, sadly. Oh no, there it is up here. But other than that, it is absolutely gorgeous. A little bit off center, left to right. Absolutely stunning. And this one actually has some hollow shift. Hard to tell on camera, and it actually has like an ink dot error. I'll put that in parentheses because I don't believe it's an error, but it has like an ink dot that shouldn't be there. Really cool card. I'd say that's a very strong contender for an 8. I don't think it's going to get the 10 just due to that hollow peel there, but you never know. Sorry, that 9. I just don't think it'll get that 9, but an 8 I'd be happy with. Another base set Charizard. We'll go through these quick. This one's a little bit damaged. As you can see, there's a whitening all around the edges pretty much. Not much scratches on the front. Very nice card nonetheless. I'd say that's got a strong chance at being a strong 6, potentially a 7, depending on the grader. Another Japanese base Charizard here. The front is very nice. Has a bit of damage there, as you can see, and on the back has up here. Besides that, though, if it didn't have that up there, this would be a strong contender for an 8. I would say as is probably a 6 or a 7. We have a CD Prima Charizard, which is absolutely gorgeous. This card is absolutely mint. I love the CD promos. This card is going up a lot. It is absolutely rocketing, guys. If you want to get one, make sure you get one as soon as possible, because this in near mint to mint condition is absolutely rocketing in price, and you're not going to be able to get it as it is for much longer. This one's very, very clean, besides there being a print line down the edge here. I'll try my best to get it on the camera. You might not be able to see it there. You can just see it, but yeah, there's a print line that literally reaches from the top to bottom. Other than that, this card is absolutely flawless. It could still potentially get a 10, potentially, if they miss that print line, which generally the rule is if you can see it, PSA can definitely see it. So I think that'll get the 9. We have a Dark Charizard, a very nice card. This card has probably increased in price the most. When I first got here, you could get this card in near mint condition for about $15 Australian. You're hard pressed finding one in near mint condition for under 100 and I'd say 120 Australian dollars these days. This one's decent, I guess. It's not mint. Oh, actually, this one is one of the more mint ones that I bought. Just a bit of whitening, as you can see down the bottom there. Nothing too bad. I would say this is a strong contender out of 7. If I went with BGS, maybe a 7.5 to 8. Another Dark Charizard. I think this one's a bit beaten up though. Yeah, a little bit of whitening down the bottom there. Bit of whitening increasing up the top here. The front is quite decent though. Half a swirl happening there. Not quite there though. I would say this is a strong contender for a 7. And then we have the Neo file. So these cards were actually, you couldn't give these cards away at one point. These cards were super, super cheap. You could pick them up for like $5 a piece Australian. You're hard pressed finding them under $100 Australian now in good condition. So I'm trying to pick these up wherever I can, whenever I can, because they're seriously going up in price. People want them more. And I think the reason for that is because the Neo file that they come from, the sealed copy of it, which comes with like the Feraligatr and stuff, I think, I could be wrong, is really going up in price. They're about $500 sealed now, and they come with one of these, which is why I think these singly are going up in price so much. Next we have a Blastoise. Base Blastoise, very, very gorgeous. Super, super, super clean. The only issue with it, I don't know if you can see it, is there's a bit of a hollow peel here. Oh, it's going to be hard to see. You can just see it there. Bit of a hollow peel, which is quite annoying because I didn't see that when I bought it, but I got it for a decent price, so I'm not overly devastated. I say that has a strong chance at an 8. CD Promo Blastoise. Once again, absolutely rocketing in price, these cards. This is near mint. This is actually like the deck promo, but it's exactly the same art. And besides this symbol being different, it's exactly the same thing. So people just call them the CD promo as well. And the price doesn't fluctuate much between the official CD promo and the deck promo. Once again, this card is rocketing in price. This one is near mint, besides being off center a little bit. I would say that has a strong chance at a 9. Dark Blastoise, once again, another card that is absolutely rocketing in price. This one's a little bit beaten up, as you can see up the top there. I'd say this has a good chance at a 6, just because it's a little bit bent up the top. Erika's Venusaur, another card rocketing in price. This card here was like $5 when I first moved to Japan. This one is near mint, very, very nice. You'd be hard pressed finding one for under $40 in this condition now, which is devastating, but good at the same time for the market, I believe. Very, very nice. A little bit off center. I would say this has a strong chance at a 9. And then another CD promo, which is the Venusaur. Once again, all the CD promos, all 3 of them, all 5 of them. I mean, there's probably other ones, but you know, the ones I know of is the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, the Snorlax, and the Porygon. They're just all going up in price, especially the big 3. This is, I would say, near mint. There's a bit of a crap spot on it. A couple of bad spots on it, but I say this has a strong chance at an 8. Very, very nice card. Basically the deck promo equivalent to the CD promo. This one is very, very beaten up, as you can see. That's probably like a PSA 5 or something. Then we have base set Venusaur, which is not in the best condition, a little bit beaten up. As you can see, some whitening on the bottom and stuff, but I would say that has a good chance at a 7. These cards, once again, rising in price. Everything is. This was like $20 in like mint condition when I first got here. You'd be hard pressed finding one under $80 now. All right, and we got 2 more cards here. So the second last one is an English card. Actually, they're both English cards, the last 2, but we have a base set 2 Venusaur. So yeah, you can get English cards in Japan sometimes. What is that on my hand? You can get English cards in Japan sometimes, as you've seen as well, but they're few and far between. You don't get them often, especially in fairly good condition like this. The front looks pretty good. The back is nice, little bit of whitening there, but I think this is a strong contender for an 8. Very, very nice card. I paid hardly anything for it because the thing is, when you do find English cards here, they don't really like them too much. I think that's a generalization, but I think it's the truth because they sell them relatively cheap. It's actually pretty crazy. And the big hitter right at the end, yes, I got a shadowless I got a shadowless Charizard, English Charizard in Japan, and I paid an absolute bargain for it. I'm not going to say how much I paid, of course, but I paid an absolute bargain. Very, very nice. Look, it's not perfect. It's not perfectly mint. There is some whitening on the edges here. There's a little bit, which is very, very frustrating. There's like a bend sort of thing there. I think it's actually from factory. It's not a crease. It's not really a bend. It's just kind of like this strange, you can see it on the front here as well. Strange sort of indent thing, which is very, very annoying because if it didn't have that, this would be a very, very strong contender for an 8 or an 8.5 with BGS. I think if I'm lucky, I'll push a 7 or 7.5 as is. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank DJ one more time for allowing me to do this on his channel and allow me to do what I love, which is talking about Pokemon cards and going through what I get. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoy seeing what I get and enjoy breaking down each of the cards. Sorry if the video is a bit long, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed and thank you so much. Back to DJ, I guess.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let us know, like I said, if you want to see more of these videos, hit the thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section if you liked. What was your favorite card? Blah, blah, blah. We'll see you next time. 2 days. Bye.